My name is Andy. We'll be doing some fitness today. Is everybody ready? Are you guys all awake and ready for this? It's okay if you're not. We're gonna get ready, all right? So we're gonna start with a few key points that I want to talk about before we get anything done. It's very important that we stay hydrated this whole time. It's very hot. It's been a very hot few days. There might be some rain coming, but that doesn't mean that you shouldn't stay hydrated, because you have to stay hydrated all the time. So in between exercises that we do, there's going to be a little pause for you to take a sip of water and get back to work. But also anytime you feel like you need to drink water, you can pause this video, and throughout the day drink loads of water so you don't get any headaches or you don't get dehydrated, because it's not fun. Another thing, we're gonna do a few like core exercises, like the main few exercises, but we're also gonna have a warm-up and a cool-down. So it's very important that you do both. The warm-up so you don't hurt your muscles while we're exercising, and then the cool-down to stretch them at the end so you're not too sore the next day after you work out. Okay? Another very important thing, I'm going to be showing you in just a minute a few things that we can use around the house, or things that I use when I don't have workout equipment, so you guys could use that. If you have weights, that's fine, but if you don't, I'm going to tell you about some alternatives. But what I want you guys to do when you're done, if you took it from the kitchen, return it to the kitchen or anywhere that you got it from the house, so that you don't get in trouble. We don't want anybody getting yelled at because you took something and didn't put it back there. So don't forget to put things back where they came from. And last but not least, have fun. We're here to do a little bit of fitness, but also have fun and, you know, get our muscles moving and get the day started. All right? Okay, so let's get started with the warm-up. Okay, we're gonna start just by jogging in place real quick. Okay, so now if you have a jump rope, that's great. You can use your jump rope. If you don't, you're gonna use the imaginary jump rope that we all have, that I also have, that I'm gonna use. So we're gonna jump in place with our jump ropes. We can go on one leg. We could switch it to the other one. If you guys prefer to jump with both legs at the same time, you can do it that way. You can do one, switch it. You can do some imaginary tricks like cross it. If you have a real jump rope and you know how to do that, great. Just make sure you clear the space around you so that you don't hit everything around you when you're jumping. And if you have an imaginary rope, there's more room for creativity. Okay, so now we're gonna put our rope on the side and we're gonna start with some butt kicks. So you're gonna touch your hand behind you, kind of like you're trying to kick your butt. You're gonna do that in place. Woo, I'm feeling it, guys. All right, so we continue doing a few more butt kicks. All right, shake it up a little bit. Okay, so now we're gonna start a little bit of arm warm up. Okay, so we're gonna do circles going forward to get our shoulders moving. We're gonna go back. We can alternate going back, kind of like you're swimming backstroke. And you can go back to moving them forward, alternating. You can pretend that you're actually swimming really fast in a pool, or you can just stand up straight and move your arms. Okay, shake it up a little bit. Now everybody's favorite, jumping jacks in place. We're gonna do like 15 of those. Yeah, 7, 8, 9. 15. Okay, shake it up, take a deep breath, and now it's one of those breaks that I said earlier. Okay guys, so like I said before, I'm going to be talking to you about some things that we can use around the house instead of weights, because we don't always have them, and it's not like everybody can carry around weights, even if you do have them. And it's something very easy to make. My favorite thing to use, because I usually have it near me, is different sizes of water bottles. So I have 2 little ones which are going to be my little dumbbells or my little weights. You can fill it up with water, sand, rocks, rice, whatever you want. or you could use it empty, or you could fill it up halfway. Depends on how much you want to push yourself. Then I use like a little bit bigger. They're not as small as this one, so Gatorade bottle works. Medium-sized water bottle works too. And then for my bigger weights, I use this bigger jug of water. And if you wanna use something even heavier, you could use a bigger jug of water. But to me, like, these are the comfortable sizes to hold when I'm exercising. Other things you could use around the house, maybe cans, can of beans, corn, whatever you have around the house. They usually all weigh about the same. It's just important for the little ones, if you're gonna do anything that involves holding both of them and lifting both arms, alternating or something like that, make sure that they weigh the same so that the effort that you make with each arm is the same. And then I only have one in one of these because usually we hold them with both hands, or we only use them one at a time. So that's why I don't have two of each. You could use, for the bigger things, you could use a big bag of rice. Maybe for the medium one, you can use like a medium bag of sugar, or things that you can find around the house. Just like lift it and be like, okay, this is a little bit heavier than this, so this is gonna be my little ones, medium and big weights. So you're gonna choose which ones you're gonna use for the exercises. And also, if you want to do it without weights, that's fine too. You'll notice that we can modify some of the exercises, and it could be done in many different ways. Just make sure, like I said before, when you're done, put everything back where it came from. And also, make sure you guys listen to your body while we're exercising, and push enough that you can feel that you're working out, but not so much that you can hurt yourself, like so much that you would hurt yourself, right? So make sure you listen to your body. You'll know how much you can push. Don't be lazy to not push at all, but don't push too much that you get hurt, okay? Okay, we're gonna start in just a second. Everybody ready to get started? Let's do this. So we're gonna start with, it's a little bit of a combination. We're gonna do hammer curls. So like a hammer, so this is the handle, this would be the hammer part. So we're gonna grab our bottles like this, not like this, just like this, right in front of us, with our elbows right against our body. We're gonna bring it all the way up to our shoulders. Then we're gonna open our arms and we're gonna bring it up like a shoulder press. Come all the way down, close, and then finish it. So we come up to our shoulders, then we open our chest, we do a push up, press up, we come back down, close, all the way down. Okay, so that's one rep. Every time we come up, press, down, down, one rep. So it goes like this. 1. Now we start the second. 2. 3, and so on. Okay, we're gonna do 12 reps with our hammer curls and our shoulder press up. We're gonna have a sip of water and come back to business. Okay, so the next one, you're not actually gonna be swimming, but I like to call them swimmers. That's how I learned them. That's how I'll call them for you guys. So for swimmers, we start in front of us and we're gonna come all the way up to the side and then all the way down. Then we come back up, all the way to the front and down. That's one rep. So it's kind of like full circle. You go, it's kind of like doing this. So that's why I said you're not really swimming. But, you know, exercises and names sometimes, just do them, okay? So, one rep is starting here, up, side, down, up, front, down. 1. Down, up, 2, and so on. If it's too much with the weights, you could also just do it with your hands open. You're gonna go all the way up, open, down, up, close, down. Okay, but same thing every time you do the whole up and down on the side and the front. That's 1 rep. So this would be 1, that's 1, and 2, and so on. Again, 12 reps, a little bit of water, and we carry on. The next one's pretty easy, but we're gonna focus on our technique more than anything. So you're gonna choose what your dominant stand is. That's the one that you're more comfortable standing. So you're gonna have one leg forward. It could be your left or your right. You could switch it around, whatever you prefer. Then you're gonna have your guard in front of you. I'm gonna show you one with weights and one without weights. And we're just gonna punch, but with good technique. So when we punch with our right hand, we're gonna rotate our whole body and punch forward. You see how my hand goes from being this way, it rotates this way. Then we bring it back to a guard, and then you punch the other way. So every time you punch, your whole body turns with you. Your legs stay where they are, but your torso moves. So 1, 2. And if you want to do it without weights, it's the same thing. Guard in front of you, and then you're gonna punch. You see how my hand still rotates the way I showed you guys? And that's how it goes. So we're gonna rotate our whole body and extend our whole arm. So then that's gonna work this whole area and your arms, and always keep your guard in front of you, okay? So once you get the technique done, you're gonna do it a little bit faster, and we're gonna do that for 30 seconds non-stop. So you're just gonna go 1, 2, 1, 2. For 30 seconds. Without weights, it'll look like this. And then if you get it better, you can go faster and faster, but every single time you have to rotate your whole body. You'll feel it here. That means you're doing it right, okay? 30 seconds of punches, little sip of water. We continue after that. Next exercise is a lot of people's favorite. Not really, but I really like it. It's called burpees, okay? So it's a very complete exercise. What we're gonna do, I'm gonna stand sideways so you guys can see the steps. First, we're gonna go down, and then we're gonna jump back. We're gonna hold that position. We jump back where we started, and then we go up and jump to the sky. Okay, so down, jump back, hold the plank position, jump back, up to the sky. Now, if that's a little bit too much, we could always do it like breaking it down step by step. We're gonna come down, 1, 2, we step back, 1, 2, and we stand back up. Okay, so we go down, 1, 2, hold up position, 1, 2, stand back up. If you feel comfortable to do the step, but when you come up, jump, you could also do that. So we go 1, 2, 1, 2, jump up. Or if jumping is too much, but you're good with the jump back, so if you go like this, but then you just want to stand up, that's also okay. So find the way that's easier for you. Once you feel comfortable with it, progress to the next level. All right, so we're gonna do 12 burpees. Take a deep breath after that because it's very tiring. Have a little bit of water, and then we'll carry on. So now we're moving on to squats with a big bottle, or if you don't want to do it with weights, that's fine. Or if you want to use the middle-sized bottle, that's also okay. You can hold your bottle this way, separate your legs a little bit, and we're gonna go all the way down and up. If you could hold your bottle right against your chest, go down, up. So obviously every time you go down and up, it's gonna be 1 rep. Okay, we're trying to keep our knees in line with our toes. They shouldn't be going forward, so we don't want to do this because I can't even balance like that because that could hurt ourselves. We don't want to go like this either with our chest forward. So your chest is going to be just a little bit diagonal in front of you, and then go all the way down and up, down, up. Okay, we're gonna do 15 squats. You could try with the middle weight too. You just hold it like this, right against your chest. Open your leg, go down, come up. Same thing. Or if you want to use no weights, you could hold your hands together like this, like this. Some people like to do it this way. Whatever helps you keep balanced, okay? 15 reps, a little bit of water. We carry on. Okay, so now we're going with one of my all-time favorites, the walkout plank. So we come down, walk out slowly, and then we plank. If you want to add a challenge, instead of just planking, you're gonna do a push-up, and then come back up, and get up. That's 1 rep. Go down, walk it down, plank, or you could plank like this, if it's easier for you. And then you get back on your feet to walk it up again. Come back up. If it's too much, you can stay on your knees and then walk it up from your knees. Come to a plank, hold 2 seconds, come back up. Walk it down from your knees, hold the plank, walk it up. Okay? You'll see what's easier for you. The more you want to push, the more things you add. You could do it on your knees. You could do it starting from standing at the top, coming all the way down, holding a plank, or if you want it even harder, you come down, plank for a second, do a push-up, and then you come back up and start the whole thing. So every time you go down and up, it's 1 rep. We're gonna do 12 of those, and then we'll come back. And don't forget to drink some water. Okay, so now we're moving on to our core workouts. For this one, we're gonna get on our arms this way, our elbow right under our shoulder. We're gonna extend our leg. There was a nut under my mat. I forgot to tell you guys earlier, I'm using a yoga mat. If you guys have a towel, a yoga mat, a carpet, anything like that's a little bit cushioned, that's for you to protect your back or your shoulders. It's just for comfort, so it's up to you if you don't want to use it, but I always recommend you find something to make it a little bit more cushioned than just the floor. Even the grass itself is fine. So elbow under shoulder, we extend our the leg closer to the ground is going to be extended, the other one's going to be bent and right in front of it, and then we're going to come up this way, 1 arm up. I'm going to show you the hardest way of doing it first. So we're going to use this arm, we're going to come all the way down, come up, down, and up, and that's for one side, and then we switch it to the other side. It's going to be the same thing, but we switch it this way, and we extend the leg on the ground, bend the other one, elbow under your shoulder, lift your hip, arm here, and you twist down and up, down and up. If that's too hard and you want to find a modification to make it easier, I'm coming back this way so it'll be easier for you guys to see. We could just try to hold this position right here. If you want to turn it up a notch, with your arm up here. And if all of that is too much, but you still want to work your core, we're going to do a regular plank on our knees like this, okay? As long as you're on the move and doing something instead of just sitting, it's all good, okay? Don't push too much, just enough so that you can feel your body, all right? Go have a little bit of water. Guys, it's getting tired. So for the next one, we were doing a plank already, but now this would be the modification like I said before. If you want to make it a little bit harder, you're going to stay on one knee and lift the other one. Hold that for 5 seconds, then you put that knee down and lift the other knee for the modification. But then the actual exercise we're going to do goes like this. We plank, full plank, do a whole push-up, and then when we're up, we're going to lift one leg, and then we're going to come back down. Push up, lift the other leg, and come down. If you want to make it even more challenging, when you come come up, you lift an arm and a leg, then you go back down, push up, arm and leg, opposite arm and leg. And if all of that's too much, stay on your plank that I showed you guys on your knees. We're gonna do 5 of each side, 10 reps total, because this one's a little bit hard. And if you're doing the modification, do it for 15 seconds again, and then have a little bit of water, and get back to business. Now comes my favorite one. We lay on the ground, and we melt. Good night. No, I'm kidding. Let me just move my thing so there's enough space. So for the next one, let's go starfish. We're gonna lay like a starfish, kind of like you're gonna make a snowman. And then, no, we're not gonna take a nap. I'm trying really hard not to take a nap. Okay, I'm awake. Yeah, so we're gonna, every rep is every time we come up. Coming up will look like this. And then we hold that for a second, and then we come down. You gotta squeeze your butt to be able to bring your legs up, and your back to bring your arms up. So you come all the way to the ground, and then 1. Hold it for a second, then you come down. 2. 3. Okay? If that's too much and you want an alternative, then we're gonna do alternating arm and leg. So it'll look like this. Opposite arm and leg will go 1, 2. 1, 2. Okay? Either way, whichever you prefer to do, we're gonna do 10 reps of each side if we're doing the alternating one, and we're gonna do 20 if we're doing the whole body rep. Okay? When you guys finish that, go drink some water, and then I'll explain how the circuit goes. Okay? But that's it for the exercises that you're learning today. Go drink some water, and I'll see you in a sec. Okay, so now you guys learned all the exercises we're gonna do today. And what's gonna happen next, that is the whole circuit. Everything that you learned, all the exercises that we just did, that's one repetition of the whole circuit. So what we're gonna do, depending on how you feel, we're gonna repeat the whole thing 1, 2, or 3 more times. Usually I would just keep doing it in the same order that I did, but if you guys feel like you want to change the order and start with abs and then move on to arms and then legs, that's fine. Just do it in a way, like you can rearrange. You already learned all the exercises. You can rearrange them the way that you want them. You can start with the hardest, go to the easiest, or vice versa, whatever you prefer. And then once you have set up how you want to do the next circuit, then you repeat the whole thing all over again, and you can do it 2, 3, 4 times. Don't do it more than 4 times. Once you've learned all of them, you can invite more people in the house to do it with you if you want, or you can keep doing it by yourself, however you want. Okay? So go ahead and repeat that whole circuit as many times as you can, but no more than 4. Okay? You got it. Whew, so we're all done after all those reps now. We're gonna do a very important part of working out, which is the cool down. Okay? Don't skip the cool down. You're gonna regret it in the morning tomorrow if you skip it. Okay? It's also fun. It helps your muscles. So since we're already on the ground, we're gonna start with stretching our legs. We're gonna sit in this position, put the bottom of our feet together, hold them together, and then you can push your knees down a little bit to stretch this part of your body. Or if that's too much, you can leave it where it is and just hold your feet this way and look straight up. If you want to push it more, you can go all the way down and try to touch your feet with your head. Hold that for a few seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back up. Always roll up slowly when you come up so that you don't get your blood all over your head, and then you're gonna have a little blackout. So now we're gonna extend our arm extend our leg, use our arm to try to grab our foot. If you can grab it, that's fine. If you can't, and this is all you can do, that's also okay. So just push as much as your body lets you push. And we're gonna hold that for a little while. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We come up slowly. Now we switch. We extend the other leg and stretch. Hold that for a few seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now you can cross your legs if you want to. You can keep them extended, whatever is more comfortable for you. I like to sit this way when I'm stretching. You're gonna grab your elbow, bring it behind your head, and let your arm fall, and just pull it towards the arm that you're not holding as much as you can. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This is gonna help after those donkey kicks that we've been doing. Now same thing, we grab the left arm and we pull it towards the right behind your head. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we go back to the other arm. This time we grab our elbow in front of us and we just push it against our chest. Make sure you relax your body so your shoulders down and you don't bring it all the way up here. Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now the other arm. Some people like to do it this way. Some people like to grab their elbows. Whatever's more comfortable for you. I'll do it the other way this time. And hold it. Make sure you relax your shoulder. Don't bring it all the way up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nope, we're gonna move our neck. A few circles with our neck, going left. Now a few with our neck going right. Take a deep breath in and out. Now you're gonna link your fingers behind your back, open your chest, breathe in, breathe out, and you guys are